What up, Kennel Crew? We're live on a Return to Work Tuesday. We're back from the West Coast Card Show, and this is 3-box 24-25 Donruss Optic Basketball PYT number 2. Thanks for the fill on this one, boys. All card and girls. All cards will ship. Thank you very much for the rip. Good luck. All right, Ernie, I'll text you back, okay? I'll text you back. We can get something done, all right, Ernie? Hollow, Alexander Walker, and a Dillingham. Oh, what do we got here? A red hot rookies hollow on the Zach Edey for the Grizz. Come on, may the Slammy be with us. We got a pink velocity of Naz Reid for the T-Wolves. Naz Reid is to 79. A Grayson Allen to 175. Caldwell, Pope, Lights Out, Tatum, and Jalen Tyson. Cavs. Fillered it up here, boys. Thank you guys very much for the fill on this. Got a hollow, Dominique Wilkins. Dominators, Klay Thompson. And a Stephon Castle. Hope everyone had a good time. I had every intention of breaking from down there, but Thursday night we were busy until like 9-10 o'clock doing with the show, moving shit around, and then Friday was, early day. A Rising Suns on the castle. Then Friday we were there till 7 or so, and then when I was done it was like, geez, are you sure we want to go stream? And I was like, I really do, because I told people I was going to. And then Saturday comes, and we had how about a Magic Johnson Legends to 149. And then I was like, oh, Trust Night. Got a lot of people messaging me about Trust Night. I'm like, you know what? Like, I had originally wanted to schedule something like have a room and get some food, just brought in. And there's our autograph out of box 1. It's a Boston Celtic Baylor Shireman. Luka Doncic's net marvels. And then we just ended up going to dinner, had a great time. Saw a lot of Kennel Crewers throughout the week, like a lot. Had dinner on Saturday night instead of the Trust, so I was spending money instead of making money. But man, was that a good time. Ryan K, Sean D, Coach Terry, Wiggy McWiggleson and his spouse, and then me and my wife. We had a great dinner. It was fun. Great conversation. Great people, obviously, crewers through and through. So that was a good time. And then Sunday, it was the last day of the show. That's to 99 on the D-Russ. we busy work, and then it was like, well, are we gonna go home tonight? Or are we gonna stay? And then it was like, ugh, you know what? We'll just be back on Tuesday. No, and then I thought I was gonna stream Monday night, but then, ugh. Anyhow, we're back to the grind, boys. You know where to find me 6 nights a week here. We're back on the grind, and we got a lot of products releasing this week, a lot of fun ones. There's a McCain, a lot of products releasing this week. Still have my Immaculate Football and NT. Those are going to get worked in this week, so stick around. We're going to have some fun mixers, etc. Cody Williams on the holo. That's a nice one there for the Utah Jazz. Got football season starting. Fantasy football is popping. Be Jason Tatum. Celtic 49. Drew Holiday, LaMelo Ball, Mark Williams, Jalen Wells, met Tyreek 13, met Wayne there. Struce, there's a Rising Suns Halliburton and a Yao Ming. Vassell, OG Anunoby, and a toe pick. Duncan Robinson, Reed Shepard, and a Tim Duncan. All right. Box 2. Here we go. So, funny story. I was manning my table, and I out of the corner of my eye, I see this tall guy. He's like, 6'4", 6'5", just like, dressed to the nines, like nothing crazy, just like, nice shoes, just was dressed nice. Had sleeve tattoos all up and down his arm. I looked at him. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I swear to God, that's JJ Redick. I just kept on moving, just kept on thinking about my wife was helping his kids like with a box, and they brought me a box and a finest NBA basketball box, and I'm like, yeah, you can Venmo, sure. So he Venmos me, and then I was busy. I got sidetracked. I didn't really look at the Venmo, and then about 10 minutes later, I looked at the Venmo. I'm like, holy shit. That was JJ Redick, coach of the Lakers / 15-year NBA veteran. So I stopped what I was doing. I told my wife, hang on, man, I just can't let that slide without saying something. So walked up to him. He was with his boys over at another table. I walked up to him. I'm like, hey, man, like, sorry I didn't say anything earlier, but like, I was a huge 90s, 2000s basketball head, man, and I really enjoyed watching you play, dude. You shoot the rock, whatever. And he was like, thanks, man. That means a lot. Appreciate it. And so gave him a little pound and went back to my table, and that was it. Was just following his kids around the entire show. It was kind of crazy. So got to meet JJ Redick. That was fun. And then the only other, nice Luka Doncic lights out here for the Dallas Mavericks, and then either earlier in the day or later in that same day, I can't really remember. It was definitely Sunday though. Michael Mahan, who is the literally the right-hand man to he's literally the right-hand man to the CEO of Fanatics, Michael Rubin. He's his right hand man. He's the president of Fanatics Fanatics Collectibles. So all things that fall under the collectibles arm of Fanatics. He was walking around, and I recognized him because I've been to so many Topps events. I'm like, Mr. Mahan, what's up, dude? He's like, tell me about your store. Tell me about your story. So I told him all about the Kennel Crew. I told him all about Bulldog Sports Cards. Told him all about the card bar. And I told him all about, everything that was great. He's like, so what can we do better? And I'm like, oh, well, that's a good question. I'm like, ooh, you put me on the spot. And I'm like, well, I do got something to do better. You got to tighten up your Wave 2 pricing on these products. You guys are basing it off of what the market is charging. And that's, Dave and Adam's blowout or whatever. It's like, and then you charge us like you were supposed to be doing away with exactly what the distributors were doing, and that's what you're doing to us. And then one of those big box stores like lowers their price 2 weeks after release, 1 week after we reorder a Wave 2 product from you, and then we don't make any money. He was like, what? I'm like, yeah, man. Like, you tell me who sets the market price. I know who sets the market price, right? Like it's definitely not the breakers, right? Like Jalen Brunson at Marvels and Jabari Smith, people can say that breakers drive up prices all they want. That's because we're buying product, but at the end of the day, we're not ones that set the market price, right? Definitely not. It's always been Dave and Adams, Blowout, and Steel City that kind of set the market price, right? And I don't know if you guys remember, but I told him a story about Motif basketball. How pissed I was when I literally, oh, here we go. What is this? I don't know what this one is. What is this? I don't know what insert that is. Obviously, we haven't opened up very much of this yet. Oh, it's a calligraphy signatures. Okay. This must be our auto. Wowzers. We are back on track. Wow. Look at that banger. Calligraphy. Cody Williams Hollow, second one of the break, I believe. Jazz Frando. So got to chat with Michael Mahan from Fanatics. Saw a couple of Topps employees walking around and stuff. It was great. Sadiq Bey, Peyton Pritchard, Joel Embiid, and Luka Doncic. The Embiid to 99. There's a Ja Morant. Garland, LeBron James, Green, DeAndre Ayton. The lights out Tatum and the Kawamura. All right, so hop in the finest baseball. We're literally at the halfway point of finest baseball and my football mixer. Ooh, we got a photon here. A photon. Come on, be a rookie. It's not. IQ. Emmanuel quickly for the Toronto Raptors. Mike Money. Mike Money's on the board. All right, let's move box 3. So you guys are all about the silhouette basketball, huh? You're like the second or third person that asked me about it. Who's ripping it early? Because I thought it didn't release until tomorrow. Am I tripping? Let me log in and double check. How does everybody know about this already? Yeah, Origins football release tomorrow too. Oh, it releases on the 29th. That release is Friday. How many are in a box? 10 boxes per case. Yeah, looks like I only got one case. But but hey, how about an AJ Mitchell Dominators autograph for the Thunder? That's $2.99 for the Thunder. Cody Williams, hot rookie, hollow. Pac-Man posted a video. Got it. Yeah, of course, I saw him. Saw Hitman. Saw, every repacker known to man. I only gotten one big dust up. Actually, two dust ups that actually one dust up and one just didn't even bother with, dude. Like, at the show. One dude really got under my skin. I can hold it together most times, but when I tell you I'm not interested like 5 times or more, and you keep on going and you keep on going, oh man, I lost it. Not at him, like I said, no thanks. Done. And when I turned around, my wife was like, dude, you were mad. I'm like, jeez. I'm like, did you hear him? She's like, I wasn't really paying attention. I could tell. Yeah, I have like a Bobby Witt 22 Dynasty Bobby Witt auto, number to 10, rookie auto. Pretty big card, It's the sales. It's not easy to find sales on it. There's been like a couple that have sold within the last year or so, maybe about a year ago, around the 2,700 range, but I'm not looking to sell it for that, nor am I looking to sell it for absolutely not going to be selling it less than that from a year ago. There's no way. That it's stickered at 3,500, and kind of that's what I want for it. Like that's my price. That's what I want for it. I don't care that there was a sale on it a year ago, like over a year ago. I don't care that there was a sale on that kind of card over a year ago. For 2,700. I'm not doing 2,700. I'm not doing less than 2,700, right? I'm just not. Like, I don't care. I don't care how many comps you show me from, early 24 or late 24 and 23. Like, I'm sorry, it just doesn't work for me. You know what I mean? My price was 3,500, and I had a Nick Kurtz redemption auto that I had bought and sold at the same, or right there, bought and was trying to resell it at the show, and I had that stickered for like 400, which probably is, maybe $50 to $25 higher than the last couple of sales, right? But that dude's on fire. He's gonna win Rookie of the Year. So I had it priced at 400. If someone offered me 380, which they did, I sold it, right? Because the last sale was 375. Someone offered me, like later on in the day, offered me 380 for it, and I sold it. But so it was all in told like $3,800 or $3,900 worth of cards, right? So he's like, here, hey man, so my best offer is gonna be $3,250 for the $3,250 for the pair. I'm like, yeah, sorry man, that doesn't really work for me. Like, it's a fair offer, but I'm not really interested. My price is $3,850 for the pair. He's like, but you're only giving me a 50% off your sticker. I'm like, yeah, well, my stickers are good for one, and for two, that's my price. But I'm offering you a $3,250 cash. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. Like, you're 600 short. You need to come up at 600. Like, my price is $3,850 for the two cards. I'm not over stickering things and creating a bunch of wiggle room. Like, this is my price. Literally went back and forth for over 10 minutes. And when you're standing in front of someone, 10 minutes doesn't seem like it's that long of a time. But in that 10 minutes, I said no a lot of times. Like, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm going to hold it. If you can do this, I'll do it. Here's a Jazz. Dylan Brooks for the Rockets. And finally, after like the 10th minute of him just like constantly grinding, I'm like, hey dude, I'm done. I'm over it. No deal. I'm not selling it to you. And he's like, well, I don't understand. I'm like, I'm not selling it to you. I turned around. I just put my back to him, and I just looked at my wife and rolled my eyes and waited for him to leave. I mean, I was nice to him, I was at least nice to him. I'm like, sorry, dude. Like, I'm not selling it for that. I'm not. I don't care how much pressure you put on me, bro. Not happening. I'm sure there's some YouTube or Instagram video about me out there somewhere. And then another guy, I went to the restroom or something. The guy that I had like an issue with, but I created a non-issue. He was one of those influencer guys that had a camera following him around. Like all the guys that take their cameras around with them and have people following them. He was apparently looking at my table not very long, and I have a 22 Mosaic Justin Jefferson. Maybe you guys can find a comp on it, but it doesn't really matter. But I'll show it to you after this, and you guys can tell me what you can find. G.G. Jackson, Colin Sexton, Wiggins, Cam Christie. I have a price tag on it of Wiggins there. Let's do a quick recap. Not a bad 3. Still no case hit. Still no slammy. AJ Mitchell out of the photon quickly there. Cody Brunson, Jabari Smith Jr., Brooke Lopez, Shepard, Sabonis, and the hit of the break, of course, was the calligraphy of Jared McCain. Let me go back. Let me go grab that card. You guys can tell me if you can find any comps on. Maybe it's on like the Sports Card Investor market. What you can find on this. Anyhow, this guy was